Lou. It's been ages since I played this game. Yeah, clicking it directly. I was trying to think if it has a bloody launcher. Right. Hey up, Stewie. How are you, brother? I'm alright. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Switching jobs soon to a much... Oh, way up. Mike's over here, isn't it? To a much better paying job in the same place, but it's only going to be 2 days a week, yet I'll have more money from it, so that's pretty cool. I'll have more time to stream. Getting a motorbike soon as well, which will be nice. And it's getting sunnier here, generally, which is nice also. How are you? Right. Should we do Kieran mode? No one who didn't see the stream the other night will get that, but I remembered it last night and I was like, damn, that really annoyed me. Well, yeah, because what happened, upon me, in the past was, Kieran, that's how I lost my old orgonite, was because I was using a rope, and it eventually just snapped. Wolf! He stole it from us! Can't do a golem thing anymore. What motorbike you're looking at? Nothing fancy, I don't want a fast one. Just one reliable and that can go long distance and that's cheap. What visually is one of the main things I care about. I want one of the old style ones, you know, with the same visual design that they've been using for decades. I know to start drinking shakes before mid-stream now. I don't know if that's to not annoy me or if that's to annoy me. I was just not sleeping enough and I had loads of caffeine yesterday. I had the same argument with someone else about that. About drinking noises. It's ridiculous. Not yesterday, the other day, sorry. It's ridiculous, I know, but it was driving me mad. I don't know why. I'm looking at a supermoto. Well, yeah, I'm getting 125 cc. I don't want anything that's going to go 7,000 miles per hour and then turn me into a human lasagna. Do you know what I mean? I just want... I don't want a car either because they're so expensive and fuel so expensive. And it's like 4 lines of debt just for 4 wheels and a seat. I'll have the game up in a moment, guys. It's just loading. I'll have a look at what you're looking at soon. I don't much mind. I've not got any specific ones in. I was just going to go for something that was decently priced and reliable and cheap and can go a long distance. I don't necessarily want speed. I just want to sort of travel around in it. Do you know what I mean? Go down to North Wales and stuff on it. I'll probably just stay at 125 to be fair. Supermoto 125cc. I'll probably just stick with my first one in all honesty. Oh, that's nice. That's almost like, it's like not a dirt bike, but it is one. It's like half dirt bike, half cruiser, isn't it? That's a nice bike, that is. It's like a hybrid almost, isn't it? So it's almost like a motocross bike, and then, but at the same time, it's got the slicks, and it's got a bit of a design of a. Yeah, I like that. It's quite cheap as well, to be fair. I might have to go on There's one here, £500. I'm sure they're not all like that, but they're pretty cheap, to be fair. £800. I've been trying to find one that goes off-road. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect then. I don't like this protein powder car. The scoop is way too big. It's hard to drink that. Yeah, I thought something was wrong. I was listening to you scooping it, and it sounded like caramel. Like it was that thick. Alright, not played this in a while. I think we must have pinned the cooks that came to bother me and raid me and declared war on me for no reason. We pinned them here, didn't we? I wonder if I left myself a note. No, I didn't. Sometimes I'll like leave a note on the save thing, but I know what I'm doing anyway. Are we going to attack, or do we starve them out? I think we starve them out, don't they? They've not got any help coming. We can do 2 turns, so we could sort of force their hand. I've been trying to Reiju Marathon Pro 125 is the bike I looked at. Alright, hang on. Reiju Marathon Pro 125. Yeah, same thing with that, isn't it? Similar deal with that. That's nice too. For me, I'm probably going to try and do long distance as well. So I'm going to have one that's actually brought to my attention. I'm going to get one that looks... This one's good, but you're also... This is great for you, but you'll always be in the prime position, won't you? For me, I suppose I just want one that you can recline in almost for the longer distances, I suppose. Looking at that now. It's pretty easy to get a bike, isn't it? Like, it's... Cars, you have to jump through so many hoops, but to get a bike and start riding, it's like... I'll just drive around some cones for half a day. And it's like, yeah, alright then, mate. See you in a bit. You know, I was going to make a clip of that. You reminded me, actually, Kieran. Yeah, I was going to make a clip, because when you were talking about it the other night in the Battlefront stream, it didn't sound like you said mascade. It sounded like you said mammoth ascade. I was watching through the clips this morning and just laughing my head off over it. You were like, I fucking love this mammoth ascader, bro. You'd probably want a touring bike. Yeah, I keep having people use those words with me, like, oh man, what you need is a scrambler, bro. And I'm like, yeah, what's that? I've had to make an impossible password, but now I'm back into my account, fucking hell. That happens to me quite a bit. You'll click remember me, and then the bloody thing won't remember the password. It's really annoying. Yeah, I know what the one I have, Kieran. You're supposed to use 4. I use 2 scoops. You're supposed to use 4 scoops with it, and I've had it even blended it right with 4 scoops worth in, and it doesn't work. There's too much of it. There's simply too much of it. So I use 2 scoops. So it's half the actual calories that it says you're getting, but I'm still getting like 400 calories. Who are these? Are these the Franks? Oh, way up. These Franks haunt my nightmares. These absolute cooks. Yeah, so they must have declared... Yeah, so to recap, or just watch my old streams. But I think the Franks been a problem for so long. I chased them out their original territory after they declared war on me. Might I add, it wasn't me that started the war. Yeah, so they were like in what... I think they were in Eildon up here. They were vassalized. They were working for one of these... factions up here, hiding behind them basically, because that faction was my ally at the time. And then they did what Franks do, and they turned on them. But yeah, we're dealing with the Mauritanians right now. My skills are yours. Right. I think Yeah, there's not anything else, is there? So yeah, just starve them out. I don't think they've got help coming. Hello? Peanut butter, man. You shouldn't have... Peanut butter's not good for you anyway, Kieran. It's full of seed oil. It's like putting tar in your body. I get... Maybe do them once a day, Kieran, but you need to have convenient shakes that you can literally just shake. You don't have to put all these hippie ingredients in. You need ones that you just put the powder, put the milk in, and shake. You'll need it whenever you're working. If you plan on doing a normal job, you'll need that. You can't every 15 minutes leave the work and go to the blender. Here's one I prepared earlier. Do you know what I mean? And it's made 2 shakes worth, and with the scoop being so fucking big, I'm going to burn through it. So now
the treasury is buckling under the weight of their upkeep. Capturing new territory would spread the cost.
Yeah, they don't talk. It annoys me when companies will say like this much per serving, and then they lie about how much is in each serving. It'll say it on the Amazon page or something. Then you'll get it and you'll look at the actual ingredients. Totally got scammed. What do you mean you got scammed? Like, did they lie about how much protein? So what? How did you get scammed? If you search touring bike, you'll see a long list of them made for long distance riders. Yeah, I think you're right, Stewie. I'll go for that. I think. Yes, they said put your Gmail and Twitch name. So I said okay. We've said set a password rest. And they also said wait, you can't log in. We've sent you a code, and I'm like, you sending me a What annoys me is like. I don't know if you've ever had this before, but you do it loads. You try and log in with a password loads, and it says, "Oh no, it's wrong one." Old Republic did this with me loads, and then you go to reset your password, and you'll fill your old password in, not knowing it's your old password, and it'll say, "Oh, you've already used this password," but it's literally the password that you tried to log in with before, and it didn't go through then. But they'll acknowledge that it's your password once you're trying to change it. Bastards. Yo. Now I know not to buy. Yeah, there's loads. I've not had loads. I've had like 2 brands that tasted really nice and everything. And then I was like, oh my god, it's a miracle. Look at the calories. It tastes good and calories. And then you look how much sugar is in it. And you'd literally just be better off having milk. Just whole milk. And putting like 15 teaspoons of sugar in. That would be the same. Dual battle. Wait, what? Everyone's going to war. Everyone's going to war with each other. So the Caledonians have gone to war with the British. So the Caledonians are the Southern Scottish, and the British are based in Camelodunum. Almost sounds like Camelot. That is. Garamantians, the Geats, and the Burgundians have gone to war. Everyone's fighting each other. This is why the Huns were able to move into Europe in the first place. Religious change, Britain. They've changed to Celtic paganism, and they moved away from Greco-Romano paganism. So they've rejected their Roman indoctrination. Not to say that the Greek stuff isn't good, but... Gunhild. Right. Yeah, we've got to take him this time, I reckon. Got to take him now, because one more turn and the men will... Oh, we run out of money. They've got like stars they have. Give it a save. I don't usually like having shakes during a stream, Kieran. It just... Here's the thing, the scoop is twice as big, but the bag is £15 instead of the £10 bag I got before. Scoop is twice as big, so you get through it twice as fast without them telling you. Is that what you're saying? How many episodes of Spartacus have you watched, Preston? Went for a run earlier, Karen. It made me feel really good. I keep saying I'm gonna do it more often, and then I don't do it. Mainly because last time I got into it, it fucked my like shins and lower leg. I keep nearly calling them like the forelegs, you know, like forearms. But it bollocksed my shins up, like I was always in pain. Just because I suppose my body wasn't used to it. Okay, so I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Which was I deployed all my army here. I think we did this last time, actually. Deployed all my army here. Yeah, they've changed the buildings and everything. Deployed all my army outside the front. Well, half of the army. And then the other half took ages to get in. What annoys me is programs that keep re-enabling themselves even when I've told them to fuck off. So like, even when you say like do not start, I don't give you permission, blah blah blah, and that it'll be fine for about a month, and then you'll, for whatever reason, you'll be back on the task manager and they'll be running again, probably because they update themselves, and then that gives the program the permission it needs. It's so annoying. It's always the gayest programs as well. Never a program that's like, oh, you know what, actually, like fan cooler or something, you know, it's never something like that. I get the feeling you've been watching Dragon Ball and you haven't talked. No, it's from the it's just them retention club videos. BRB, see you soon, Stu. Fucking Sinhead Batman. What? It sounds a bit crap, this new Batman. Preston. These ugly buildings that they built. To be fair, they're nice buildings, but they're built by ugly people. They are actually nice buildings. You've got the Hyperborean eagle thing there. But they don't belong to these people. They're imposters. And the sus and electrical. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to bomb that. It's a mosque. Bring forth the catapulti. Not played it in a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. Remember last time I played this, I tried doing like 3 or 4 streams, but I just gave up because I was tired, and I don't think I was streaking. I was very tired. Me and Preston, and well, I've said this to you, Kieran, as well, but we've declared sleep is now a priority. Must return to good sleep. You're on a high streak and you go with good sleep, there's nothing that can beat you. But on a high streak, you'll still feel the benefits and stuff, but it will sabotage you if you're not sleeping enough. See you soon, Stewie. Thanks for joining. It's never how are your shins. It's always fuck your shins launcher. Oh. Skimhead. Skimmed milk. Batman drinks skimmed milk. Alright. Yeah, he can piss off him. Oh no. Okay. See, they're a bit cheeky, these fellows. They're a little bit cheeky and a little bit lost. Alright. Because they push out before you plan on them doing. How dare the enemies do this? Alright. It's alright, we're prepared, we're prepared. Loose and ready. It's okay. Oh crap, I can't tell who are running over there. I got too many skirmishes. It's too many. I never thought I'd say it, but it's too many. Okay. They want to protect their mosque. I nearly puked after drinking my shake because, like, I can imagine you know, my microphone falls down midstream, and that's how Loki messes with me. You just vom mid-high Battlefront streak. Don't have loads of caffeine on its own without a focusing agent. I had loads of caffeine yesterday, and I did use loads of media yesterday. That's what I was going to talk to you about, Preston. That's why I didn't want to do it over message. And I must say, I don't advocate doing it all the time, but on days that you've relapsed, especially, well, yeah, when you've relapsed, I must say, one thing I will say is this has been the most efficient recovery period I've ever done. I mean, I've done 4 or 5 videos today. I've not uploaded them all because I realised that's not a good idea. You should do one a day. But point is, I've done loads of videos. I got a workout in. I got a run in. I could have been more productive today if I was streaking, but I've got some things done as I did yesterday. I think just not having caffeine ever and not doing media ever, apart from on the day that you messed up, I think that might be the way. I think. Because I feel pretty good. I feel tired, but I feel alright. And I've got stuff done. And compare this to, I think it was about 10 days. 10 days ago. But 13 days now. But back to the mess up on my previous streak. The recovery period, I just felt like crap for 5 days after. Because I was doing this whole Puritan approach of, do you know what I mean? I nearly puked after drinking my shake because I like 30 to 40 minutes after I drank an energy burner with loads of caffeine, but it didn't have a focusing agent. I had a splitting headache and I was nauseous. I had to have a cold shower and I felt better. Moral of the story, don't have loads of caffeine. Drank the shake and then the energy burner. Yeah, I had quite a lot. I must have had about 400 milligrams of caffeine yesterday, but spread across the day. But my point, these kids in front of me must have had hard on for Catwomen. She came on and they were punching each other and pointing. I was like, wank off somewhere else. It just seems feministy because it's got like all these kangs and queens in, hasn't it? You know what I mean when I say that. And as you say, Catwoman's like beating the crap out of Thingy, Batman. But Batman's got armor on. Catwoman's just in like stupid leather. It's just stupid. But hey, women are queens. Queens, brah. Forward! I swear to fucking God. These catapults take years to get into position. I'm sick of it. Probably want to thicken those lines up a little bit, actually. Move it. And we've got the cavalry just slightly ahead just to keep them pinned into place. Well, no, so the logic with the shorts, I don't know who said that. I don't know if it's Preston or Kieran. Because my thing's already scrolling. But the logic behind that is to not only upload one short a day, but it's to upload them at the same time every day. I've picked up on that. It seems to be the case that they do a lot better when you do it like that. Because like my Battlefront clips did really well, and that was after like a week or two of consistent clips. Then I didn't upload clips for a week. And then I did clips, and they did not been picked up by the algorithm. But then I uploaded one clip today, and it's already picking up more views than the others. I didn't want to do this before because it just seemed like a lot of hassle, but I am absolutely gonna take down and re-upload clips as well. I think that's a good idea because it's like you put effort into them. I thought they were troops then. You put effort into them and they get like 10 views. It takes the piss, doesn't it? So I don't even care. I'm re-uploading. Get to moving. Alright, what have we got here? Alright, we'll put these quite literally in a league of their own. We'll put these in there. Would be the same with Catwoman. More. It would be more so because Harley Quinn's out, in my opinion, tougher than Catwoman. I think what I could probably do here, I've tried it before and it's a gamble, but what I could probably do here is just charge straight for the cap point there. Perhaps. I've done it before though and it kind of paid off but kind of didn't because it meant how like my troops weren't defended. Weren't backed up by horsemen, I mean. My cock and balls seek rest. I really feel that's a Spartacus quote. That's got Spartacus quote literally written all over it. But yeah, I'm gonna use media and lots of caffeine. Well, not lots of caffeine, but regular caffeine if a mess up ever happens again. Because it's like my entire weekend would have been like messed up otherwise. It's the beginning of my weekend it happened on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not having that. I'm not. I remember last time I messed up. My whole weekend was just committed to recovering. Complete waste of my time. And then the recovery took ages anyway. Oh no, you've not pushed up, have you? You retards. Oh, man, just shoot from there, man. Fuck's sake. Loose formation.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Siege engines. Man, this is bullshit. They've made this faction so overpowered, it's unreal. It's a joke.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
That's a big blob right there.
One of our units has used all
Alright, Thegarda. Hey, and Cheesy, you're right, brother. I was like, what the fuck is Kieran on about? Hello, Mr. Cheese. Who's Mr. Cheese? How are you, brother? Fire! Maybe this wasn't a good idea, jumping straight into a massive battle. Straight away. Or maybe it was, who knows? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot about the general units. You know, we should probably get them in. Yeah, they're going to try and go for these guys.
our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
Men of the North! We're holding quite well, actually. forget how stressful this game is, though. Like, you don't play it for a while. And right now I'm, like, fully clenched. I'm so scared. It's so stressful. Oh, crap. They've pushed through center flank. They've pushed through the center flank. It's alright. We've got a backup line. Not to worry. We're still flying half an army. It is okay. Not to worry. I shouldn't have sent them flying. They're in shield wall. That takes the piss out of us. Takes fucking piss, dickhead. Battle ready and eager. Elite Daguth Spearman. I'm kind of not used to fighting a faction that fights in this manner. Lots of hit and run tactics, horse archers, all that bullshit. I cannot be arsed with it. I cannot be arsed with it at all. I'll move the third line in, I suppose. It's like these guys just stood here not fucking doing anything, man. They stood right next to an enemy unit as well. Drives me mad. Men of the North.
Enemy forces have struck our general down.
No proof. Half my army's over here. I didn't even realise this crap, but half my bloody army's over here.
The enemy is going for our general. Protect him.
It's so annoying when they just play the runaway game. This is what all this faction does, is run away. All it does is run away. Fucks me off, man. Kill, kill, kill. These guys refuse to go into shield, like fucking spear wall. You saw me click it. Like, I know you saw me click it. Fucks me off, man.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
No, they haven't. They're just pussy-ass bitches. We've won anyway. Cry harder. Cool part of bro. I like how I got desperate then. I was like, you know what, catapult boys that have no armor and literally have a butter knife as a weapon. Attack! We will pierce their hearts. I've actually completely forgot these guys have abilities and stuff. God damn it. Sometimes I'm a fucking idiot. Sorry. Oh, Bird of Prey Center, very nice. I saw your lower comment. I was like, what is he on about? They've got a white-tailed eagle. And I'm like, I don't think they have. These are just, they've just got horses and spearmen and stuff. Very nice. Do they have any sparrowhawks? I love sparrowhawks. Yeah, these fucking little nerds just do hit and run tactics. It's so gay. Look, they're... Ooh, run away! They remind me of that guy from Battlefront 2 the other night, Kieran. You remember that little cook? That's what he was. That's what he was doing. Constantly. Fucking gay, man. Fucking well gay. Oh, run away! Scared! And now that... Yep. Fucking little nerds, man. Missile armed warriors. Shoot them quick, please. Shoot them quick, please. Shoot them quick, please. Fuck me, this game annoys me. Swear if I lose now because of the fucking AI, man. I swear I'm not playing. I'm deleting this game. I'm not playing it again. I fucking swear. Like, I'm pressing the buttons and they don't fucking do the things I'm trying to get them to do. The AI just ignores me. Like, they'll be stood right next to an enemy horde and they'll just be standing there holding the shield. No, nothing to worry about here, mate. Not do anything. Oh, again, hit and run tactics. How original. You know, I've not seen that enough this this battle. Do it some more.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Hit and run tactics again. Oh man, well fun this is. Love it.
The enemy elude. The men are broken and running for their lives.
Yeah, it's quite cool that, isn't it, Cheesy? Especially considering there's so many more animals out there that look more dinosaur-like. To be fair, this is a pretty high-level army, so it's par for the course the way that they're playing.
The men are running, cowards.
They literally just run and pretend to run away. I'm gonna literally enslave them all. It's not even funny. Bigger birds I wasn't allowed near. I could probably figure out why that is, Cheesy. Makes sense. You're only like 5'7" anyway, aren't you? I'd pick you up and fly off in the air.
We are moments away from victory.
Love you really, Cheese. Thank you, Kieran. The general unit killed 329 troops. They're a really annoying army to fight. They've been in a lot of battles, I think, though. The general unit had like 9 stars. Hey mate, I thought we were on that basis, Cheesy. You used to take the piss out of me all the time. We are most definitely gonna loot and I could even raise it, but let's loot and occupy it. Oh, one of my generals died there, didn't he? Ready for battle. Don't know how we get rid of that little cook there, but it'd be nice to do that. Alright, let's get the... Do you remember, what game was it? I think it was Rome. Do you remember that game, that time when I gave 90,000... 90,000 gold? I must have been really tired that day, but 90,000 gold to some other faction. I think they were requesting a peace treaty or a trade agreement or something. And I was like, I was convinced that. I was like, oh my god, this is a great deal. Like, I'm getting 90,000 out of them. They're going to pay me that much. I think it was a peace treaty. I was like, oh my god, it still says high likelihood of success. Wow. How is this happening? And then I ended it and I went a few turns on. I was like, hang on a minute. I've not got any money in the bank. Like, I got 1,400. I had 90,000 before. My 4 kids are going mental. Aha, one of them woke up and they all awake. Ah, tough days. Sonny will deal with them. Well, that's just rude. Got myself a new car finally. What whip are you driving now? What did you have before? I'm finally going to get a motorbike soon. I'm not... Don't drive anything now, but... Do we need to keep... We probably don't need to... No, hang on a minute. I can't really rely on these cooks over here to deal with this Frankish army here. So I might need to keep some of these troops around, just in case.
Ready for battle. Thirsty for battle.
Thirsty for battle. Yeah, I'll keep them around until we can recruit Hearthguard. Oh no, alright, okay, no. Recruit units.
Defending our position.
I like the Hearthguard. So we'll get 3 units of Hearthguard. Gotta rebuild all this shit though. I think. Oh fuck, it's gonna be so expensive, man. Fuck's sake. These fucking Arabs ruined my town. Oh, it's the first time they've done that. For the tribe. BMW 3. Oh, very nice. BMW. Very speedy. Like 2 litre as well, aren't they?
Ready for orders.
Very nice. High five. Why are these cooks over here so angry? Wigbert. Pardon me. Why are they so angry? What? Look at them try and get out of taxation. You silly cunts. Oh, it's just for 1 turn, and then it's food. You have enough food. Alright, we'll give him 1 reprieve of taxation. 1 turn's reprieve. But no more. Right.
Well met. What do you wish of me?
What do you wish of me? I will be streaming tomorrow, by the way. Do a proper stream tomorrow. It should be a baby stream. I think it's probably a good idea to keep some of these mercenaries just knocking about until I can build a full varied army in London. No, it's not London that I have. I can't remember what it's called. But in my settlements in Britain, because it's really unstable in Britain right now. How's things with you, anyways, Kat? Looking after yourself? Yeah, I'm switching jobs soon. I've been doing outdoor sports coaching. I'm going to be switching to a job in the same place. But it's only going to be 2 days a week, overnight stuff. But it's a lot more money for less time, basically, which is pretty nice.
Darkness and despair.
After that,
The shadow chased the sun ever southward.
I'm just gonna watch this. Incorrect depiction of Huns, but alright.
A pale horse, and his name that sat on him was
Incorrect.
Death, and hell followed with him. His wrath would engulf the world, and he delighted in watching it burn. The horde looked to Attila, and the world trembled. Abandon all hope.
So does that mean the Huns are released now? Yeah, after that, probably get a house. I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment now. I'll probably get a house after that with some land. Be nice, quite nice. And get a motorbike soon as well. Had enough of my place. What, home-wise or work-wise? What do you think about L-carnitine, guy? People say it's carcinogenic, but I think that's a lie. I come from vegans. I won't listen to vegans about anything. Because it's mainly found in meat, and we all know that, yeah, they like to say meat is carcinogenic. It's not. It's just the seed oils that people sometimes fry it in. I wouldn't take it on its own. I'd just take beef liver tablets, honestly, or just eat raw beef liver. Yeah, Sonny also sorts out the little rats. Send him round here, I've got some mice. I've actually not seen mice since the Quadians. Not seen mice since. Like, I think I might have caught them all. I spoke to my landlord, and I keep hearing like pops going off around my flat. Because they were in the attic, is where they come from. I think they must have put some traps up there. I've been trapping them. Because the last mouse I trapped, and this was a living trap. This is before I bought the snappy traps. Last mouse I trapped was massive, like twice the size of all the others. It wasn't a rat, but it was Attila, the king of the Huns. He was indeed a lover of war, yet restrained in action. Mighty in council, gracious to supplicants, and lenient with those under his protection. With the death of the previous warlord, Attila seized power. Now he leads the hordes, and their army swelling in number. On chapter 2, okay. Survive until... Oh, no, that's not good. When your mission is to survive. We're getting Halo Reach flashbacks. Kieran, I'm going to get killed and completely destroyed, and Kieran's going to do a theory video saying that I was never actually destroyed. Got to survive for 12 turns. That's not even a lot of turns. Sorry, 12 years. That's scary. Oh, that is a scary notion.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle.
Thirsty for battle. Ready for orders.
Share the stream soon. He won't watch it. He's out on Saturday, isn't he? But yeah, mainly because my current job, it's like caving and like abseiling and stuff. It's fun, and everyone doesn't know why I want to stop it. Like, no one gets it, but it doesn't leave. It feels like you're working 7 days a week, even though I don't work 7 days a week. It feels like I'm working 7 days a week, and that's just so drained and tiring, and it's not leaving a lot of free time for streaming either, which is obviously what I want to do. So I'm working at the same place now, but hopefully I think it'll be within the next month. I'll be doing basically night wardening, like a security guard for the place over the weekends, and it'll be 2 sort of full day shifts of basically just monitoring the place. So it'll be a good amount of hours because it's all night, and it'll be very easy. So I plan on basically just getting a little laptop and doing, you know, some editing for some of my YouTube videos while I'm working there, sort of monitoring the place. Which will be pretty cool. It's a nice enough place as well. Like, come summer, it'll be lovely just sort of sitting there, you know, when the sun's going down, editing some clips. And it's good pay for what it is as well. Run away, cooks. Everyone just runs on this game. Can someone just not be a soy boy for once, please? Your next command? Work life, sick of contacts into work. Customer, yeah. Most jobs just drain you, don't they? He's in a hotel to socialise. Why in a hotel? I'll be home soon enough, but I'm out currently and can't hear you. Sounds like a good plan, mate. It's what you want, little work for good pay. I mean, to be fair, it's a decent amount of hours technically, but it's being paid to sleep, basically. And right now, it's over half the week in terms of days that I am working. Whereas with that, it's going to be a lot of hours, but only 2 days a week on Fridays and Saturdays. but it's going to be more money per hour and more hours technically per week. But it's all going to be condensed into, you know, a short amount of time, which is really what I need. And it's a much easier job, but it's really what I need is less night and mornings committed to it, so I can stay up later more often streaming and stay in bed and get the sleep I need. You know what I mean? Which would be good. And it's a fucking easy job, like wardening and stuff. For me, it's essentially monitoring the place, and on weekends, it's for school and school kids and teens through the week. That's who we instruct on, like, all these outdoor sports and stuff. But then on the weekends, they rent out the land, the grounds, and the facilities there to, you know, like, after wedding parties and, like, school reunions and stuff on the weekends. So, and I'm explaining this to you, Kieran, as well right now, because it's not really fully explained to you, but it'll basically just be monitoring it, making sure none of them get too cheeky with the facilities and break anything. But it will mean there's a lot of good perks with it as well. It's like, if for each night you do, it's good pay. Then for each night you do, you get like a £25 bonus just for like doing overnight and all this. It's gonna, I think, and what I'm trying to do right now actually is, because they have 4 jobs that they desperately want to fill there. Pardon me. 4 positions that they desperately want to fill. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get 2. I'm trying to get the warden one. I'm trying to get a groundskeeper, so like a maintenance guy and a repairer, because that's a very secure job, very good pay, and you're very necessary to society if you're fixing things. I'm trying to get that as well, because that's one. Someone just quit now, like last Thursday they quit. I'm trying to convince them at the moment, and I think I'm going to succeed with this, to give me both the jobs, but have it in the same time frame as that original warden job on the Fridays and the Saturdays, because there'll be a lot of empty time where I'm just sitting around. I'm going to make the point to them on Monday that you could essentially give me both the jobs, but I could do it on the same days, because I'll have so much empty time where I'm just sitting around, you know, into the early hours of the morning and waiting for people to arrive and all this crap. And if that's the case, I'm going to be getting some serious money if I can convince them to let me have both the jobs. I'll be getting some crazy money if that is the case. But I'll still only be working 2 days a week, which would be pretty cool. So that's the goal. I've been I've been quite bold lately, Kieran. I've really been cheeky with the work, and I've noticed it's paid off big time. Big time. Shag doors? I wondered what he's on about then. I was like, okay, yeah. I remember that. You have to do what's best for yourself. I'll miss the pay I currently get. I mean, I get good money for what I do, but I want to get back into the motor industry. It's about quality of life. If all your bills are paid, that's it, innit? If if your daughter, how is she, by the way, and your missus, how they doing? If they're safe and you're safe and you got enough money for a bit of luxury, that's all that matters. Freedom's the most important thing to me. Having these 2 jobs for me will be cool, but if it was going to take 5 days a week up, I wouldn't do it. I'm just trying to get them both into a short time frame, because why not? These people that work 5 days a week, they do it for no reason, and I just can't. In a job that they don't like, I mean, I can't fathom it. Like, unless you have to work that much, why would you do it? It's so little time, innit? Because it's like you really only have half an afternoon. If you work 5 days a week, the whole weekend's just spent shopping and preparing for the next week, really. They sense the real. That is truthfully the case. Literally, I've had management, like highest employment level management, deferring to me. Last week, anyway, when the streak was going. It's pretty crazy. But what I do notice is when you're streaking, you will be lucky overall. You'll be luckier overall as a person anyway. But a big thing that you have to do is actually take more risks to capitalise on that increased luck. Yeah, what do you want to do in the motor industry, Cheesy? That's a cool job, to be fair. It sounds like there are more jobs there that don't demand loads of stuff. I want to start doing martial arts again. I'd easily get a security job. Like, it's not a security job. It's the way they describe it is a warden job, because the most they've ever had was they actually had some boy racers, like in pimped up cars, actually fucking drift into the grounds once. It's in the middle of a forest along a woodland track, trying to hide from the police. The police are after them. That's the most that's ever happened. The biggest downside is one of the reasons I'm getting this job is because no one else wants to do it, because the people that did it before me, I've told you this, Kieran, I think, they felt themselves getting strangled at night. And it's supposedly a very well known to be a very haunted spot, like one of the most haunted spots in the Shire. So, you know, but one of the main things I've got this job so easy, and it is mine basically, is no one else wants to do it because everyone's doing Mondays to Fridays for normal jobs. They're all wagey, 5-day-a-weekers. No one wants to work then Friday nights to Saturday mornings and Saturday afternoons to Sunday mornings, which would be my job then, because then you don't have any free time. So what I've said is, like, I'll quit my current one and I'll just do that, and they've gone for it because they really, really needed it. Got to be bold, guy. You really have. And the thing is, like, it's more awkward. It's way worse putting up with a shit life because you're not spoke out about something. So we either get into mechanics or detailing cars. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, my woman is doing call stuff, but from home. She's only just begun it. She seems to like it, but if it's I think that's because it's free. It's sort of like from home. You're a bit more relaxed. In a call centre, I think, for me, cheesy, a big thing is I'd never want to work in an office environment. It's just so soul-sucking, isn't it? Fucking yellow walls and cubicle and constant artificial noise, artificial light. Do you know what I mean? And if you're fully qualified, go for it, man. You've got expertise there that are not being used. Even if it at the start is less money, your quality of life's going to be higher. And by far, you're going to make more money in the long run if you stuck with it. You've probably told me because I've been bold, but good shit, let's say, happens. Just in general, like being bold. But especially when you're streaking. If you were bold when you're streaking, it's like nothing bad can happen. You can be more naturally lucky because you're doing retention anyway. But if you never do anything different to the way you usually behave, the gains will be less. Whereas you just take risks, you take loads of risks. Everything goes right, I find. It is, you've took the words out of my mouth, lol. Kieran or me. But yeah, that's the thing, though. I was wanting to quit the job I'm currently in. It's cool. Like, we're going into caves and stuff and abseiling off of bridges. But it's just soul-sucking. It's the cool... One thing that bothered me was that it's like one of the cooler jobs that you could hope to get. Just in terms of what you're doing day to day. But it's so boring doing the same shit every day. And feeling like you're stuck in that for the rest of the time. Stuck in the work wheel. Whereas this new thing, it's not as interesting, but I'm not trying for an interesting thing. I want to do streaming and clips and on my YouTube channel full time, and make some serious money from it. So yeah, that's 42,000 views, 6,000 likes, 35 shares, and 50 followers. Send me the link. I don't even know what it is. Well done though. Yeah. Exactly, Preston. And it's like, as I say, the management at work are deferring to me. Like, some of them are a bit, like, condescending. And in the earlier months, I just sort of ignored it. Just in an effort to get the job, keep the job. Lately, though, I've been confronting people. And some person was asking me about how to build muscle the other day. And this skinny twink boy, he's like 35, was sat across in the staff room. No one had asked him a question, right? And what the woman had asked me was, because I was saying about how much I put on weight and everything, just old woman that works there, like one of the management people, I was saying I put on weight. I can't remember how the time. Oh yeah, I was having a shake and they asked what it was. Anyway, having the shake, she asks, all right, something about like which do you burn first, fat or muscle? I was explaining how it's always muscle, even if you're ketogenic, it's always muscle because your body stores carbohydrates, glucose in muscle, and that's the body and the brain's preferred energy thing. And then this ginger cunt pipes up over there, says, "Oh no, it's fat. It'll burn fat first." And then I just looked at him and said, "No," and I just stared at it for about 7 seconds. I said, "No," and then I carried on my question. No one had asked him, and he's not got an ounce of muscle on him. He looks like one of them worm aliens from Men in Black. And that's an example of how I've been a bit more confrontational. And it was sensing you as threat. Yeah, exactly. He's a nice enough guy, but yeah, they're all poked anyway. Of course that cunt's ginger. Well, he's bald with like a bit of ginger around the side of their heads. I make fun of gingers, but all my maternal line are gingers with blue and green eyes. I've got everyone taking the piss out of gingers. The other reason I'm not ginger is because my mum wasn't ginger. I was saying it's soul destroying. Yeah. World War 3 starts, I might get called up. But it won't mean a life-threatening role, will it? So they'd not put a mechanic in front lines, would they really? I would do that. Because that's detailing cars, that'd be a pretty cool thing. And you got to think, like, in the dream scenario, where could that go? You could have your own garage in the long run. And you got to think about how important you are to society as well. Way more important to society as a mechanic, I feel, than at a call centre. That's not dissing your current job. If you're good at both, I would say go for the one that's got the societal longevity. My teacher's bald and ginger. Decisive victory. Right. Yeah, I like these streams. I need to do more Saturday streams because this is always how it is on Saturday. It's Preston's fault that the streams aren't usually like this. No, but I do need to do more streams like this. The whole thing, though, is sorting out this new job. They kind of don't want me to leave the current job. I think they want me to do the current... I've basically been offered 4 jobs. And the thing is, it's technically government is the job that... I shouldn't say that. But I'm saying too much. But the point is, the recruitment process is so fucking long if it's not internal. If they don't recruit someone who's already recruited but in a different role, it takes like 3 or 4 months to go through. So they've got like 4 roles that they know will take like a quarter of a year to sort. So for me, it's like it'd be so much easier. They want me to do it basically. They know because the thing I'm on right now is only really goes on until May officially. It was like a trial period, and I'm sure they want to keep me on after that. But I want to do this thing because they want to know about it. I'll be on my little laptop. I'll be monitoring it on the CCTV and everything, but I'll be on my laptop trying to ignore the ghosts. But I can edit. Think of all the shorts I can edit in that time. I'll be doing maybe 30 to 40 hours technically of work, but a lot of the time we'll be sleeping. And they've got pull-up bars there because they've got an indoor climbing room, you know, with like the climb walls and stuff. So I could do that for workouts. And they've got a bike track as well. And I could just sit there in the sun. They've actually got an outer building, which is where some of the staff throughout the week stay during the night shifts. It's like an Airbnb. It's like a holiday let, basically. But it doubles up as top floor is where the management go during the day in the weekdays. And then the bottom floor is like a few bedrooms for people to stay in if they're doing night shifts. So I'll be in there, and I could literally do like 12 shorts a night, twice a day, for the 2 days. Plus, so I'll have more stuff from YouTube, more income from YouTube, potentially. I'm making more progress with that. But I'll also be making some serious money from this as well. Can't ignore ghosts, not if they start fucking with you. Apparently they've had like a woman in a while ago, a medium, and she said that none of the ghosts were bad in the main building. But then the second youngest person who works there once did my job briefly and then stopped, I think, because of this. and he said he felt something standing on his chest or then choking him. What's nice about that? Oh, they were doing it in a friendly way. No. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I've shown you a picture of Bob's son guy. He's a nice kid. You'll have to send me another one. I forgot about that. Kind of neglected by his mum and dad. That's sad. Where's that come from? Yeah, the algorithm's a bit of a crackhead though, because what I did was yesterday, I'll even check it now, I uploaded a couple of shorts, you've seen this, and they've done well bad, they've not got any views, right, and they're good videos, but it's because I had like a week and a half of not uploading any shorts, whereas previously I got 1,500 view clips up. Kieran says the N-word, not actually, but Kieran says the N-word is the title, and then Maul goes for a swim. And they got that many views because before that I did about 4 or 5 days worth of pretty consistent coding clips. I've noticed that consistency and uploading at the exact same time makes a huge difference for the clips. But yeah, so one thing I'm doing, I've said this to Preston, but I'll say it to you as well, Kieran, just in case you start doing shorts on YouTube. Upload one a day. And at the same time every day. Me and Preston originally wanted to just work. It's more motivating to just work loads, and as soon as you've got it done, get the short uploaded. But the algorithm didn't play with that. And sometimes you could manage to do 3 a day, and you could keep working as hard as you could, and you do it every single day. But sooner or later you'll get to a day where you can't be bothered doing it, or you can't do it for whatever reason. Whereas if you do 1 a day, and you record, you edit them on Saturdays and Sundays, or Fridays and Saturdays, for example, which is what I'll be doing. You could make a backlog of them and then schedule them to upload every single day, and you could have one up every single, do you know what I mean, every day. You need to record that shit if stuff starts happening. I will. You should climb to the top of the wall and wait till someone walks in for a jump on that. What, the climbing wall? It's not like in a corridor where people are going to walk past it to another part of the building. If someone's going in there, they're going in to climb. Just don't like how the clips are capped at 1 minute. It's infuriating. It's how it works though, Kieran. It's how it works, because people don't have time to be watching 12-minute clips of people they've never seen before. It's just the game. It's how it works, and that's why it does well. Is because it's people that are addicted to the social media scrolling and constant dopamine surges from things like TikTok clips. They can keep doing it. And that's why it's successful. Videos again, just finding the time to get out on hikes and then doing the editing. Do the shorts. Use the YouTube Shorts feature. I did when I was in Wales. Uploaded some brief clips filmed on my phone, and it has to be vertical aspect ratio 160 seconds. Cheesy. It's basically like TikTok clips, and they do very well. I did some in Wales, and I think it was my first short I ever uploaded, and it got like 500 views. A normal video would never do that, and a normal video would require so much more editing. Obviously, a 60-second clip isn't going to be the whole hike. A 60-second hike would be quite boring, but you could just put the nicest, most aesthetic parts of that walk in for a 15-second bit, and then another 15-second bit, and another 15-second, and just edit it together. I think it would do well. Bro, I got a feeling if you're doing that climb wall, the ghost would yank off of it. Well, I've got a feeling that would be fucking scary. There's no external windows on that. It's actually an old chapel. Seriously, is what the climb wall is inside of. It's inside an old church. But I can imagine being like high up, maybe like 10, 15 feet up the wall, and the lights all go off, and the lights are down there right next to the wall, and there's no external windows, so it would be fully black, fully pitch black. That'd be scary. And I'd not be able to get down because I wouldn't know. Fuck me, that's actually scary. The ghost is called Wall Rider card. Run my Wall Rider. Oh, Outlast. It's not what it's like. Wall Rider, isn't it? Wall Rider. You make it sound like an Apex Legends character. I'm Wall Rider, man, or a Battlefield 2042 character. I do plan on doing a short road trip with my mate, depending on time we can get off work. There's a stage 2 tuned 3335D. Don't know that car. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, one of them. Yeah, they're nice. They are. They're fast. It's not the BMW I'd have. I think the eyes look like a fish. Eyes, lights. But, well, it's weird because in the right body kit, it's actually a really beautiful car. I suppose you could say that about many cars. In the right body kit and the right colour, it's a really nice car. Yeah, I keep wanting to do the retention channel, to be fair, as well.
Ready for battle.
I want to, and then I'd have the B. Don't steal this idea, Kieran. We all know how you like to steal ideas. But I want to have the B-roll footage in the background of like clips like from Troy and 300. But I don't know the name of the filter, but it's like a sparkly filter that makes everything look a little bit more aesthetic. And I'd put it all over it, and then I'd outdo the. I wouldn't show my face, and I wouldn't do it in a Bane mask, but I'd have the commentary over it. Has Northumberland got some good roads? According to Preston, it's not got any good trees anymore, though. They've all blown down. It would have that element in it as well. Ah, oh, man's trying to copy. Man's trying to copy. 1,300 and some alloys. I've seen some. Pardon me. Some alloys I want with the tyres be about 1,100. That's a lot of money for rims. They're cool, don't get me wrong. I suppose if you're a car guy, it's nothing, is it? I can't remember if I told you, but I got. Yeah, I don't think I have. I got a new PC. Jeez. Just after Christmas, I knew I could poach one for pretty cheap. Second-hand one. It was shortly after Christmas. And it was a bit of a hassle, paying for ones paying for ones that, and then the person cancelled the buy because I haggled them down really low and got a good price for it. But then I found this one, which is more powerful. Got a really good deal for it, like 750. It's got an RTX 2070 Ti or something, 2070 something in it. It's got an i7 8700K, I think. It's got 32 gigabytes of RAM. Really good PC. And in fact, the GPU is worth something like $690, like £60 less than the entire PC cost me. Which is pretty mega. I haggled pretty well, considering how expensive GPUs are right now. Fucking Roman separatists. Not even Roman rebels, they're just Roman separatists. Plus 13 public order, wow. But that's it, basically. But if I get that one, the shit that gives me. So well, for one, it adds walls to the place. I've got to get that. I've got to get that. That's so... And I can get this in after, really. Should get this in one turn. 1060 lol. Not very often I get on my PC now. That was another reason I wanted to switch jobs, is because I basically would do like 4 days a week-ish. And sometimes more, sometimes less. But what that would mean is I'd got a relatively long weekend, but then it would be the choice of working at YouTube and Twitch or having free time. And it was just, either way I was sad, basically. It's not nice, is it, having something that you're passionate about and all that. See, I'm wanting to retain my muscle, but get rid of the slight amount of belly fat. Yeah, I need to start having some snacks at bedtime, well, near bedtime. Because I'm having shakes before bed, but not loads. I'm having maybe 250 milliliters of milk with half the normal dose of protein powder. Just so I don't load up the bladder and cause you know what. And it's alright, but it doesn't, sometimes if I've not eaten for ages, or if I've skipped dinner, or if I've had a small dinner, I'll get hungry. And obviously, as you sleep, you're losing the muscle if you go to sleep hungry. So for me, it's just trying to get as much size as possible. How you doing, Stewie? Ah, Topus. Good point. Topus. You fucking Topus. Magistrate's Palace. We gotta get rid of that. Get the fuck away from me. Someone get that bitch off the plane. Horse breeder. A man has sex with horses. I'm not gonna do anything with that right now. For the tribe. Not that kind of tribe. Morale versus Romans. I like these Hearthguard, they're a good unit. So I think we get the main... Oh, that's a big army. Get the main army back to... London. London Utrecht. And build some proper troops. I'm thinking maybe I ally with the Roman separatists and oust these traitorous Romano-British bastards at Comlodium. Also, I should probably be careful of another attack from the Mauritanians. Or the Moranians, whatever it is. Morons. But I'm thinking maybe I could side with one of them. I've got to get rid of these fucking Franks first, though, really. They're running again. It's what they do. It's always what they do. Fucking Merovingian cooks.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, I probably have to end. You should have said that now.
Join your mighty
Kieran.
strength with ours in this struggle.
Reminded me about going to bed early. Have you watched Valhalla on Netflix? No, I have my reasons about that. I'm not going to be watching it. For how much they're appropriating history with the cast. So no, I'm not going to be watching that. Binged the first season in one sin. Oh, you enjoyed it then? Kieran just outright said the reason why I'm not going to watch it. But yeah. It's like if you did it the other way around, you made a film about Shaka Zulu and you made him white with blue eyes and blonde hair. the Twitter cooks would have a soy rage for 3 years about it. But if you do it to the Vikings, who were white, mostly with blonde hair and mostly with blue eyes, in fact that's considered racist just to say that now. If you do that, and if you say that that's what they were, and if you say that no, women were not the rulers, it's considered racist. But it's Netflix. They made a show about paedophilia, so it is what it is. Glorifying it. It's called Cuties, and it's still up despite people demanding it get taken down. So I had my worries really about that when it was being. I don't like to get political on Twitch and YouTube anymore. Kind of. But I did have my worries when Netflix was picking up, and they were, right. And they've done the exact same thing with Lord of the Rings. It's based on Anglo-Saxon and Nordic mythology, and yet there's literally more black people in it than white people in this upcoming show if you look at the cast list. It's done the same with that, so Amazon's just as bad in a way, really. But yeah, I've seen many things of Valhalla, and a lot of things make me want to watch it. But it's very... It just speaks volumes to me that they don't show any of the race swapping in the promotional material. I know it's in the show, but they don't show any of it in the promotional material because they know it's wrong and they know that people don't agree with it. Did it for brownie points because she was barely in the... Oh, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Just in case you end up watching it. Don't spoil it, please, but I'm not that fussed. But I didn't know you'd watched it, Kieran. She was barely in the first 2 episodes. Yeah, that's what it'll be. They want to grab you in the first few episodes, and then it's like... you committed. But they've done it with Witcher 2. Witcher's based on Slavic Celtic mythology. It's set basically in it's a blend of prehistoric Slavic history and mythology, and then early medieval period Slavic history. It's a blend of the two. There would be no Africans in it, and yet this show is literally, in every single scene, there has to be one person of every single race in the scene. It's so pandery. It's so like race. It's just annoying. It is annoying. To be fair, I'll probably watch it. I've got nothing left to watch. Last Kingdom Season 5 came out a couple of days ago. I don't know if you've seen that yet. I haven't. Watch that. They don't play politics. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know you'd watched it, Kieran. But yeah, I don't think I'll be watching it. Is it worth watching? If you've actually seen it, Kieran, is it worth watching despite that? You know how much it bothers me, though. Oh, these guys want me to go to war with Britain. To be fair, Britain are pretty... well, they betrayed me. They backed out of the... For 2,000... I did say I wanted to do that, didn't I, to be fair? I'm going to say no, though, I think. For now. I don't want to do it yet. I'll wait until they're all weakened, and then I'll sweep in and destroy them all. Oh, the Franks are coming over to my land. Okay. I will have to give it a watch. I need to catch up on The Last Kingdom. I might watch one episode before I go to bed tonight. Depends if I go to bed early or not. But yeah, Last Kingdom doesn't do any of that crap, as far as I know. There's no need for it. There's really no need for it. Most of history, the reality of it is, most history is white. And that's an uncomfortable fact. Look at the genealogy of a lot of the ancient Egyptian dynasties and kings. Very Caucasoid. The mummies literally have blonde hair, for crying out loud. They're all so desperate to, oh, what the fuck are these guys? Oh, I thought that was an army then. They're so desperate to cover all this up, and they think that you have this whole Zoomer generation now that thinks real life is Netflix. And that's why they're doing all of this with Valhalla. And it's a shame because where they're going to take Valhalla is most likely the Battle of Hastings and the Battle of Stamford Bridge, if they haven't already. I hope they haven't already, because it's a waste if they've done it in the first season. But watch them do Harold Hardrada and Harold Godwinson. they'll be Kangs. They'll be up on the horse like, oh my god, man! Someone get the Glock, homie. Up on the horses and everything. For sure, homie. It's just so annoying. She ain't got to be from Africa. They even do it at the Viking centres in York. They do it, they say, oh, this skeleton is from an African man who was high status. And I'm like, no, it's not. The Vikings literally tortured you to death and killed you if you believed in a different sky god to them. If you rocked up and looked as different as an African would, you'd not last very long. Also, Africans they were not seafaring. They were in the Stone Age at that point. And they would, even if they weren't, they would not freely travel to such cold regions. At any time they're not in sub-Saharan Africa, and an African can tell you this himself, they are vitamin D deficient. Basically, the body starts to shut down unless they have constant sun. Hello, Johnny Cash. It's shit so beautifully, but I wouldn't sell out for a check, brah. Wait, what? Sorry. The only way a black person is going to be in Northern Europe would be a Catholic priest from Rome. Well, they wouldn't have even been black at that point. But have you seen Vikings Valhalla? No, we're just talking about that now. Talking about how we're not going to watch it. I won't spoil it, don't worry. Vanilla with a little bit. I've not got any. Oh, you mean okay? Yeah, no, just vanilla for now. Yeah, but after I'm gonna do Age of Charlemagne and Johnny. I know your real name's not Johnny, obviously, but yeah. No, but even a Catholic priest wouldn't be black in that age. Kieran, the only way a black person would be in those regions would be via the slave trade, i.e., they would not be Jarls. And in Vikings Valhalla, they've literally cast a transgender black woman as the ruler. I just can't watch it. Like, morally, I can't do that. Can't support that. So, to some people, it might not be a big issue, but I am a pagan, and I take pride in my ancestry and my religion, and it's just insulting, really. Look at them trying to escape. Okay, they're smart though. I don't want to get into it though, because it's, you literally get banned for telling the truth nowadays, so I don't even want to get into it. And it looks like Johnny Cash might be into this show, so I don't want it getting spoiled for him either. Save up for that though. That's a big public order boost. It's a shame as well though, because it's not even Vikings Valhalla isn't, because it's not, I don't think it's even written by Michael Hurst, the original writer. It's executive produced by him, meaning he popped his head round the corner to see what they're doing every so often, but it's not even made by him. Does it show, Kieran and Cheesy, does it show that it's not? I remember Nightfall, which is a pretty good show about the Templar Knights, actually. I think it's on Netflix. Pretty good show. The season 1's really good. But then in season 2, they'd switched around like a few of the actors, and they clearly switched around a few of the art department and some of the producers and directors and writers, because it just felt like a completely different show. It felt like a knockoff of the first season. One thing I loved was watching was Vikings. Really enjoyed that. The original show was fucking great. It was amazing. Best show ever made. Another one that we're all into at the moment. I've already seen it before, but I'm rewatching it currently. And Kieran is watching it for the first time. And Preston is Spartacus. Very worth watching. Nowhere near as good as Vikings. And that's coming from... You probably don't mind it too much that they've race swapped and all that, do you? I know you're not as extreme with it. I get PC. I get equal rights. I don't get playing wrong actors to play historical people just to be PC. I have an issue with it. Nothing to do with being racist. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thing is, it's not equal rights, though, is it? That's the issue, though. It's not equal rights. It's just... it's nothing about making people equal. It's just hating the white people. Hating the white man, basically. And that is really... It might sound extreme to say that, but it is about that. Because when you actually look at the core of it... I remember there was a film called The Great Wall. It had Matt Damon in. It had this other guy in. I forget his name, but he's another good actor. It had 2 white people in. And then the rest, it was set in China. And it was like 2 Spanish conquistador monk general guys, end up in China. Literally, the whole film probably got about 500 Asians in. Right, 500 like Central and Southern Asians in. And then 2 white people. And it's not historical. It's not based off of official history, but it's based off some folklore that some Romans settled part of China, and the Takarians might have been blonde, Caucasoid and all that, which is proven by their mummies and everything. It's based loosely about some of that sort of legend and the folklore and stuff. And when that film came out, all Hollywood did and all the mainstream media did was call it whitewashing. It was like, oh, it's another example of whitewashing. You have 2 white people in a film and like 500 Asians. And 2 white people is enough to call it whitewashed. It's just mad. And it wasn't even like they were making them out like they were kings or anything. They were like Portuguese conquistadors that had turned up to China. And people go mad about it. I know a bit about North mythology. Because I do it as a religion now. I've got my stuff here. I like Celtic and Norse. Hello, I am home now. Quick night. How was your night, Tiernan, in your hotel? Thracian cunt. I wouldn't expect white British to play the Zulus, would I? Exactly, but it's not logic. It's not logic that they're playing with, unfortunately. And it's getting worse and worse. And it's like, have you seen the Troy film? Sorry, TV show. Troy Fall of a City. They cast like Athena and Zeus as Africans, and Achilles is African, and his cousin Patroclus is African. And if you look at the ancient art, and if you look at the ancient text and all this, the most ancient depictions of the gods and of Achilles and of these demigods, they're Caucasian, they're blonde a lot of the time, and they've got blue eyes a lot of the time. So to portray that in... It's just mad to portray it like that. And as always, just like with the Heimdall thing from the Marvel films, with Troy Fall of a City, they just deflected it right back on people and said, oh, you're a white supremacist, do you have a problem with a black Zeus and all this? And it's like, no. Oh, this actress is taking the piss, she is... Why does the chat do that? You should do your research, because even though Jarl Harkin is a fictional character, but most likely would have been people of colour who ruled, no. We know that through DNA and research, we know for a fact that they mixed and travelled all over the place. Much more... Oh man, the chat fucks me off. Much more than what we knew 400 years ago. They also say that they went to Muslim Spain and intermixed with the Muslims there and became Muslim. They didn't. The Muslims they encountered in southern Spain were the Berber Moors, who were blonde and blue-eyed at that time. It's like, they use half-truths. It's like this whole thing where the DNA's come forward that, almost all Vikings were at least half Asian. What the DNA actually stated was that they tracked the bloodline of the Norsemen, of the Swedes, of the Suebi. They tracked it back to the Caucasus region, the Caucasian Mountains as they are called, via the Scythians. They've tracked them back along there. And mainstream media said, oh, well, they must have been Asian. Yeah, they came from a part of Asia, but they didn't look like Asians of today. Travellers, and of course they mixed cultures and babies and knowledge and food and slaves. If you mix with slaves, you would have been kicked out of society in Viking times. There might have been a black Jarl Harkin or a Russian Jarl Harkin or someone from Asia or Native American, most likely. It's just not true, though. If you want to know about stuff, what really happened, there's so much research and interesting stuff that you can dig into. Honestly, actors are the last people I'd listen to, though. Half of them are pedos. I'd not listen to a thing they're saying. Genuinely. Like, half of them are fucking kids. So, I reject what Hollywood actors have to say. Nice wee chat and nice live music, very mature crowd, and quite the peace from the gloomy environment. What was the decor like in the hotel? Was it old-fashioned? Wipe out, good one, and the country's history and culture. I mean, I don't know if that's what shows it in the show, but in reality it was very... I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying they've showed it wrong in the show then, because even by 1066, most of them were still pagan in Scandinavia. So it almost seems like it's Christian propaganda in the show as well. Getting to a 20-plus club, I was dressed quite well, but I knew the bounty would have caught on. So yes, you'll find them, but they were slaves, certainly not yours or kings or whatever. Even then, though, like, any African slaves that there was there, what would you have used them as slaves for? If you'd used them to work the fields and to do agriculture, one, you would have had to teach them everything, because sub-Saharans were not agricultural, they never have been. The hunter-gatherer, they're not agricultural. You would have had to teach them everything, so they wouldn't have been good at it anyway. And two, they would have died of the cold and the lack of sun within weeks. And they certainly wouldn't have been interbreeding. I mean, if you interbred with a slave of any colour, it was an incredibly sort of embarrassing thing to do. Not just in Viking society, but in all societies. They're telling half-truths. Yeah, they are, exactly. There's this place in York. I don't know where you're from, Johnny, but there's this place in York in England. It's supposed to be the country's leading Viking historical centre. And it's... You go there and there's like 4 skeletons there, and it's like they're like genetic defects. One's got a club hand or a club foot, and the other's got broken spine and all this, and it says, oh, this is a Viking Scandinavian, this is Scandinavian blood, this is Scandinavian blood. Then you get to one that's not had any damage to it whatsoever and looks fresh and healthy and everything, and then it's like, well, this is either mixed or African ancestry, and he was of high status. And there's no proof to suggest that at all. And the skeleton's quite clearly not of the same date as the others. But it's like, oh, look at all these actual white people. They're all ill and unhealthy and weak. And then look at this healthy one. Yeah, he was actually the king and he was black. Didn't you know? I walked out, genuinely, after that. I walked out from it. From the centre after I saw that. Because I was like, they're even doing it here. But I'm not a Viking expert, so I'm probably talking shit. I wouldn't call myself a Viking expert, but I do read a lot of non-mainstream history, and you're not talking shit. Problem is, they didn't write or record much. It's always third party and normally biased. Usually from Christians as well. Not dissing the Christians, but they're not going to write favourably of the people that were clapping them, are they? Comes across in the show that Christianity was sweeping across the country, but still had those who followed the ways. It's correct, but I suppose probably if it's 100 years after Ragnar, it's like 10 AD or something. Many of them were still pagan because they wouldn't have attacked Stamford Bridge if they were Christians, because the Christian faith said don't attack your own brothers, didn't it? 4 ladies came up to our table and were like, can we sit here? And we said, no bother. And they were a bit tipsy but had small talk. They left later on when the other table cleared. You went quiet, didn't you, Tiernan, when they came up? See, I think grown-up Christians made me soft when it comes to racial topics sometimes. I'm not going into that. I have opinions and I don't really want to offend people. I know that doesn't sound like me. But say if some African guy joins the stream now, I don't actually personally have a problem with him over this. It's not like he's made the show like that, but the way I'm saying it, he's probably going to get offended over it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm certainly not soft, nor am I politically correct or anything like that, but I just can't be arsed with it anymore. You just get banned for having any kind of opinion as a European nowadays. Probably won't believe me, but I'm generally going to your Viking saying, you know it. You're not selling it, lol. It's in April. Yeah, so I went, it might have changed since then, but I went in October of the year before last. I went to Wales. It was a birthday trip. I went to Wales last year in October, and then for my birthday the previous year, York. And it's alright. It's even it's in the final room, and you'll see what I mean. They put an African skeleton there basically, and they're just saying, this is an African man. They're not saying, there's no proof to suggest it existed at that time. There's no proof to suggest it was high status. It might be an African skeleton, but they might have just got it from 10 years ago in bloody the Congo or something. But yeah, no, it's all right, but it's very farmerish. I know the Vikings are into the farming and everything, not as much as the shows like to make out. They actually made women, children, and old men do the farming, as did the Saxons. But there's reasons as to why mainstream depicts them as farmers and more peaceful than they were. But it's very farmy. Like, you'll notice, I don't think there's a single weapon there. There's like an axe head and stuff, and it's like talking about, oh, these are the posts that they built toilets to shit in, and they had lice in their turds. We found it. DNA analysis and all this. And it is, they've put a lot of work into it, to be fair. And it's very cool, but it's not what I wanted. And I realised that what I wanted was probably something like you'd find in Dublin, in Ireland, where you have the boats and the shields and the swords and stuff. I know your opinions. Aye. To be fair, I back it up with facts. Like, I've never just make open claims. I back him up with facts. And that's why I was banned off of Instagram. So I'm not doing it on it. I don't want to get banned on it. Club, nice fresh air next to window and live music. Everyone was sitting down, chilling. It was nice. See, that sounds less degenerate. I believe it's 200 years later. They're absolutely going to do Stamford Bridge and Battle of Hastings then if it's 200 years later. And I tell you, man, it's going to be some black guy in a horse called, they're going to say, oh, it's Harold Godwinson. And he's going to be ordering white men around. Viking Centre depicts primitive Stone Age, eat their shit, then the Africans came and brought civilization of the Vikings and ruled over them. The thing is, though, yeah, exactly. It does make me laugh when they make out like, oh, these Africans were a big part of all this. Like, literally, anthropologically, genetically, and culturally, it's proven that they were in the Stone Age until the British Empire discovered them. Genuinely. I know there's this whole movement of saying, oh, well, they had these advanced kingdoms with these step pyramids and everything. Look at the nobility of those locations. Look at the mummies that were found there. Look at the hair colour. Look at the facial features. They were not sub-Saharan Kangs. So it's literally the only way they'd ever end up in a Viking region or anything like that is via the slave trade. And as I said, they wouldn't last very long. They would be very low value slaves because they wouldn't be able to do agriculture. Or, you know, build Vikings. They wouldn't be able to build towns or cities or, you know, farmsteads or anything. And they'd not live in the cold. Any African that leaves sub-Saharan Africa now is vitamin D deficient. All of them are vitamin D deficient. Even ones in full sun are vitamin D deficient. And you imagine in northern England or Scandinavia, what? They'd die. They'd literally die. That's called somewhat. I don't watch normal TV, but I'm guessing it made out she was black. Kai, you slagging off Africans? No, I love that they steal everything from us. Culture. Or however you spend. Have these made out like she was black? The Black Anne. Oh yeah. It's in everything. It's in everything. See, the Christian and all the Abrahamic religions are first of all heavily edited, and second of all very violent to people that didn't share. That's why I think that Vikings Valhalla sounds inaccurate then, because if it's around the same time as the Battle of Stamford Bridge and the Battle of Hastings, Christianity said basically it's alright to commit genocide on people as long as they're of other faiths, basically. So if the Vikings were all Christianized and England was all Christianized, they wouldn't have raided each other. Said it's shit and unhistorical was called a racist. That's how it is, literally. As I was saying, Troy Fall of a City, look it up, don't fucking watch it. By the gods, don't watch it, please. But look it up. Half the gods are black in that. Achilles is black. His cousin is black. And there's this weird threesome scene between Achilles' cousin and, I think, Helen of Troy, who was portrayed as a white woman. So it's got two black guys who shouldn't be in the show banging a white woman out of nowhere, and it's a really explicit scene, and it's like, it's no wonder that show got cancelled after one season. It's just mad. But yeah, you call them out on it, and in Troy Fall of a City, the actors literally said, oh, everyone's white supremacist, and they don't appreciate this, they don't appreciate our show. It's mad. I want to go to Asgard, a shop there, so thought I'd go there as well. I've never been to Asgard when I was there. There was this one called the Armory, which is pretty good. You probably can't see it, but I've got a witch medallion from there. He made like loads of replica swords and stuff. That was cool, but I've not seen. Just looking it up now. Is it new? Oh, that looks really cool. Let's have a look. When did it open? Tell me the date, motherfucker. July 26th. Of what year, man? I can't. It's not even telling me the year, but because here's the thing: if I'd seen something like Asgard in York, I would have. Oh, 2019. So it was open then. I went in 2020. Oh no! Did I literally just walk past like the coolest shop in York? I definitely didn't see that. I'm looking at the photos now. I most definitely did not see that. That looks cool, that is. But the actual town of York, I don't know if you've been there before. It's, Johnny, but it's really worth seeing. It's amazing. It's my favourite town. Oh, well, historical-wise, that I've been to. Newquay is my favourite town in Britain overall. But just history-wise, it's really fucking cool. I did not see Asgard when I was there. What street is that on? Looks amazing. Got like neck rings and stuff. I'm gonna go back to York soon anyway. Yeah, I don't recognise this street. That's fucking well cool. No, there isn't, Stu. Is there? There's not for white people anyway. Freedom of speech is fine for feminists and non-whites. I'm giving the show a chance, but they're towing the piss. Oh, have you not watched it all then? They depict Kattegat being a major trading post, but we know that Kattegat is near Uppsala, and Uppsala is in fucking Sweden, which has the highest amount of European DNA in the ancient world. Highest amount of European genetic markers as well, i.e. blonde hair and blue eyes. I just like authenticity in my TV shows. So do I. It's like... Yeah, so do I. 100%. I don't know where you're from, Johnny, but if you're English, you've probably got a lot of Viking heritage, haven't you? I have. I've tracked my sort of bloodlines and ancestry, and it's a big thing to me that it's portrayed correctly or not at all. That's how they say there's Asians and blacks in it, because of it being a trading hub. Why is there not Viking people in Asia then in that period? Because they're saying it's because of the Silk Road, but the Silk Road works both ways. Then why are there no Viking people in Asia? If you bring up the really ancient blonde people, European people found, Caucasoid people found in Asia, they'll say no, conspiracy theory. But saying that East Asians lived in Anglo-Saxon England or Scandinavian Uppsala that's fine. But it works both ways. It works both ways. And whatever about the East Asians, that's not true anyway. I can debunk that, but I can really debunk Africans being in Uppsala, Sweden. Yeah, how I do it? They were in the Stone Age. They at that point. It's just a fact. Don't know, I just googled Viking shop York. That looks like my kind of thing. There is a tavern, I forget what it's called, I think it might be called Valhalla, that's really good. It's got like Viking shields on the walls, and it's got some Viking bones in a glass floor as you walk in, and I think it's got like a Viking skull in there, a real one, and there's like drinking horns on the walls and swords and axes, and you can buy mead from there. And that's I don't know how old you are if you're old enough to drink, but that's cool to do. I think it's called Valhalla. I'm from Ghana. I don't even know if you're taking the mickey now. If you're trying to say like, oh, hey, I'm black and you've been talking shit about me. Keep it historically accurate and I'm happy. Can you imagine the shitstorm if a white person played Martin Luther King? Yep. I love just chat streams. I enjoy it too. I called the other day about the books, so that's mostly why I'm going, as I'm a book nerd a lot. Me too. I got loads. I could show you my books now. I like a lot of occult history, non-mainstream history books, especially banned ones. I have a tendency to go towards them. But yeah, we're all book nerds here. I finished Vikings Valhalla. Okay, so you're going to watch the next season then? Joke, English, London. I thought so, yeah. Are you from London then? Okay, southerner. My enemy then. North versus south. Nah, I'm joking. Which part of London? Closest I've been to London is Essex. I went to Essex this time last year. Is that a pub? Yeah, it's like, well, I think it's called a tavern. York. I think, yeah, Valhalla. Yeah, it's called Valhalla. And that's where I got into drinking mead from. That was the first time. Before that, I didn't drink at all because I'm quite health conscious. But then I tried mead there for my birthday trip, and then looked into the sort of the background of mead and how it's actually quite healthy for you, or can be. But yeah, try it there first, and it's a bit expensive. Obviously, you get more for your money if you just buy a bottle of mead off the internet or from a company or something. But it's a cool place. It's a really cool place. You can buy hoodies and stuff from there. What I will say is, it looks a bit different in that. I think they've changed some of the interior around. What I will say is, there's like a cool thing on the wall where they've got the logo and shields and then Valhalla on the far wall. If you go in and no one's sat against that wall, get a photo of it straight away if you can, because they proper OCD about booking ahead of time and booking the seats right next to the wall. And they got funny about us just going up and standing next to the wall because of lockdown rules and stuff. They got funny about us just standing there because they were booked seats. So what I'm saying is, if the seats are empty there, get a photo of that wall if you want one, or, you know, selfie with it or whatever, because it's a cool wall and you won't get another chance. It's like a Viking helmet, and then you've got the Valkyrie wings next to it on the wall. It's like engraved into the wall. You've got kind of traditional wooden tables, shields. It's cool. It's really cool. I'll go unless we have been nuked by then. Not from London, live here. I'm from Shropshire originally. Alright, okay. Very nice. I'm from North Derbyshire. I'm leaving soon though, ideally. They, of course, casted a lighter black person in the yard because they wouldn't have been able to get away with otherwise. I'm not trying to be rude, it's just this truth is, this is signal, virtue signaling shy. Yeah, exactly. They'd just not be a ruler. It's like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where, and I love Valhalla, it's a great game, but they've got like Vaughn as the, it's like, I forget the name, River Raid General. Thank you for the follow, Johnny. Appreciate it. As the River Raid General, and he's like he's not like a Jarl, but he's like a leader. He's like a raid leader and everything. They'd not follow you. Vikings would not follow you. If a different sky god is enough to make them want to torture you to death, they'd not follow you if you look so different, and you'd certainly not be a pagan. I can only sub with Prime on my laptop. I can't find the Prime button on phone. That's weird. Probably because of what we're talking about. So you're going in April, and that's pretty cool, though. So next month, isn't it? Shropshire's lovely, though. In the hay soon, but I'll check in again if you're on. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah. Mainly, I stream to YouTube. I don't even know if I've got a LinkedIn, but if you're a YouTube guy, if you go on YouTube, follow me on YouTube if you want. I do more streams on there, generally speaking, but same name. There's just a space between it on YouTube. Yeah, I've been having issues with Twitch lately for stuff like that, Preston. Catch you later, Wood. See you, Cheesy. Or are you saying that to Johnny? I don't know. But see you, man. See, I kind of excused the pagans and Christians getting along in Vikings because they depicted first contact. It's different, though. It's different. The Christians in Anglo-Saxon England were paganized or Christianized pagans. They still knew of Woden or Wotan or Votan. They still behaved a lot like pagans. They'd not been Christianized for very long, and they weren't fully Christian, i.e. there were sub-kingdoms in Britain at the time that were most definitely not pagan, especially Wales and Cornwall in the southwest. And there was consistently pagan clans of Saxons and Angles and stuff. And then you had the Picts in the far north of Scotland and the Caledonians. So they weren't fully Christianized. And the thing is, though, they're the same race, so they'd get along more than a different race and a different religion. And it's accurate. They probably wouldn't kill each other outright. One of the inaccuracies of the first Vikings TV show is that, and I've mentioned this on the Discord recently, but it's that Lindisfarne was just this little off-the-map monastery with like 30 monks in and nothing else. The Vikings knew where they were going. It was as revenge for the Christian Franks who burnt down, I don't know if you can see this on here, it's the Irminsul, the world tree, the Saxon world tree of the pagan Saxons. The Franks burnt it down and killed everyone in that region. They genocided everyone in that region. So the pagans, the Vikings, gathered together and they targeted a Christian religious hotspot in revenge for that. And that happened to be Lindisfarne. Lindisfarne was the Christian centre of northern and northwestern Europe. It wasn't just this little monastery in the middle of nowhere. It would have been chock block full of Christian soldiers and mercenaries and stuff. And it wasn't like 12 Vikings that rocked up and killed 20 defenseless monks. No, it was a raid there, is what it was. I spiteful Kai Ginger Knob. What? What are you on about? What are you on about, Preston? Right, so I've been yapping for ages. Let's do something. Yeah, I think I might ally with these rebels at some point, these separatists at some point. Oh yeah, the Franks, that's what. See, it's a tiny army, but it can soon turn. I don't want to lose Flavum, but I'm going to have to honor. What can I recruit here? Have I got any armies that I can bring in? The goddess blesses you. That's going to take 8, yeah. Oh, crap, these fucking assholes. Crap. Okay, I'll send them to London. And then I'll bring these over to the mainland. Lindisfarne, beautiful place. We'll probs pop back there soon. Maybe even pillage it again. Do you not remember, Guy? Hang on, sorry. I think you should watch Vikings Valhalla. The POC characters are barely in it because the sets in it are amazing. I'll take your word for it, if they're barely in it, then I'll watch it. Give me a percentage. How much are they in it, percentage-wise? You don't remember? I don't remember Ginger Knob, but I remember. Are you talking about the time when he got kicked off of me because I was doxing you? When I did history at school, I always hoped that they was going to talk about Vikings and shit, but they didn't. Yeah, for me, they talked about medicine in World War One, and they wondered why no one took it for GCSE. Well, you're making me want to watch it, Kieran, but then at the same time, you tell me about spoilers. Like, you're saying, oh, Roller's granddaughter's in it. Oh, Ivor's descendants in it. Which is it, Kieran? Do you want me to watch it or not? You motherfucker. You're a pain in the arse, you are, Kieran. It's actually better to build an army out of Flavum than Tulfjordum. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Colonia Agrippina. Don't like that it's got a Roman name still. Suppose I'll build it out of Flavum then. don't want to lose Agrippina. Nordic raid leader, that's not cool. Raise forces. I really want to get rid of the Franks for good. I am sick of them. I am sick of them. Thirsty for battle. Rollo's granddad is fit. And then comes back in the last two. Barely got a kebs out. Yeah, but they're not the kind of kebs you'd want to see. Not me anyway. It's always about the cock with you, Preston. Isn't it rich that an actual gay guy's saying like, "Oh, Preston, you're gay, bro." Ooh. Fight with us. It's a good life. Those elite Saxon javelin men are shit. They're terrible. They're like heavy skirmishers. It makes no sense. They're supposed to run away, but you put them in heavy armor. You nonce. Come, fight for us, lads. Death in battle. There's no fighter ending. Tor.
Ready for battle. Get to it, men.
Get to it, man.
Need good fighters.
Or I could get him. Okay. Am I going to be able to reinforce these guys in time? They've not got a major army, like their army's on its last legs, but still. If they take Colonia Agrippina... Oh, that's controlled by Roman separatists. I should take it. If they take that, they're going to refresh the forces. Nonce, I love that. Lad on my team, and every time I see him, the first word I say to him is nonce. I'm sure they love you at work, Cheesy. Oh, Ferno, you motherfucker. He keeps sending me like trick videos that have the play symbol on, and you click it and it's just an image. Going to make a you're misorientating me. I'm going to make a 10 tweet thread on Twitter and cancel you. I think the way to be immune to being cancelled is to just be non-politically correct from the very beginning, I think. Because a lot of the big thing with the cancellation is like, oh, I'll tell them what you said back in 2011 on Twitter. I'll tell you. I'll tell them. And it's like, yeah, I've said it every day on stream, bruh. I've just done that. What, has he sent it to you as well, Preston? Yeah, twat. Kira wants to be the only one who's gay, so if you say something somewhat gay, he doesn't want that glory of being the best gay taken from it. He's like Crixus, the undefeated Gaul of the gay world. It's got to a point, two of the older lasses on my team start to tell us off for saying the word because it was said that much. Oh, they're not like politically correct, it's just that it's said so much. I get you. I've got no archers. Why have I got no archers at Londinium? London. Thirsty for battle. Fuck it, I'll get one unit of mercenaries, I think. No, I won't actually. The thing is, if I get a unit of archers now, it's not going to mean the difference in winning and losing this fight, I don't think. That's the issue. Or, yeah, I could do that. No, it's still not going to make the difference though, is it actually? Yeah.
Come, fight for us, lads.
Fuck it, it might though. If all their troops are that weak, it might actually.
Ready for battle.
So fuck it, I'm gonna. For the tribe. My army's quite weak. Those poor catapult guys, they all died. Carinum's not protected at all, but it's gonna have to stay that way for now. Why are these fuckers always angry over here, man? I've got so low public order here permanently because it just says immigrants. You can tell it's my sermon. What kind of pump sesh? Don't do it at night. I'm gonna end in a minute, I think. I do like how you've got that major river. You can actually genuinely use the river as a way into land. They should have done that more. They did it great on Valhalla, how they really nailed the river mechanics and showed how big of a thing it was to be conquering England via the rivers. They should have done it on Valhalla, Thrones of Britannia. Really, that would have been great. To actually, oh man, can you imagine just having like river battles, sailing up the rivers through England as a Danish, as a Scandinavian Viking faction.
There is barely enough money in your treasury.
Shut up! Defamation. How dare you defame Wigbert? An unscrupulous rival has spread foul rumours about a member of your family. Give the order and they'll be silenced. Who? Who's doing it? Is it Esla? Pay him off. I'm not paying the fuck. He's dissing my woman. I'm gonna assassinate him. Esla.
Loyalty is a measure of a character's devotion
Wait.
to the
Oh no.
ruling
Oh
party of
shit.
his faction.
No.
It can
Esla's my king. Who's the one then? Oh shit. Who is it then? Oh, I don't know which one of these twats it is. I'd kill him if I did. Fuck. That is really cool though. They should have that river going on for longer because that's really cool how they're sailing up the river into the heartland. Why are these guys coming over here? Are they being chased away? See ya, Stewie. Pick your parents up from a party. Ah, the roles have reversed. See you, brother. Take care. Alright. Where are they going?
Ready for battle.
Fucking Franks, man. They piss me off.
On the move, lads.
On the move, lads.
Hard
I
up.
don't want a river battle.
Your orders. Wipe
Oh
them
shit,
out.
okay. They're running.
Ready for orders. Something out.
Why has it just gone all the way around there? Just go through the trees.
Taking camp.
Alright, I'm gonna save it there, I think. I will stream this late and later once I've got the new position at work. I'll be able to. I'll probably stream late regularly. Army Kai from the land. I'm chasing them down. It's just they're not keeping up. My boys aren't. I've just got an ad supporting Queer Life Guy. Don't start this shit where you say like I'm sending him on purpose. I had to turn up to pizza place for bloody drinks. What do you mean? If I was alive back then, I'd be known for heckling the peasants and monks of the monasteries from my longship before raiding, shouting nonsense at them. It doesn't mean like fat gut, Tiernan, it just means your gut, as in digestion. I had 2 Coke, drinks from tonight of Coke, I have a bottle of Fanta now, but only drink half. Bit late for Fanta. Giving yourself a sugar rush for bed. Anna fucked a goat and I fucked a pool one, ran away and ran towards. It sounds like the beginning of a poem, Preston. I've also seen on a while ago, a few days ago, I see on the notification list on Twitch, Hickstrid followed me. He like disappears for 3 years and he comes back and just reappears out of nowhere. Shit, where the fuck did that come from? 1,262 drop frames. I bet that was when I opened the task manager. I think you're finally getting your hormones in order, Kieran, and it's having an effect on you. St. Paddy's weekend, big massive party week, upcoming mutts. Is that something that's happening soon, St. Patrick's? I'm going to end the stream in a moment. Thank you everyone that's joined. I would like to stream longer, I'm just a bit tired. Can everyone go and leave a like on my newest video on YouTube, please? My short. Preston, that's well cool. I saw you'd uploaded. I was like, well, there's nothing in the shorts list. It's always a short thing. That's a really good idea, Preston. You not got your roadman hat on though. Wait, did you go through the fucking Forgotten City with that shit? Did you go through the Lost City or whatever it's called? Oh my god, that was a long trip. The commitment. You did that on a low streak as well. I would not do that on a low streak. Preston's a creative little fucker. Oh, did you go across the bridge? You should have gone back and killed that fucker that had the good sword. We would have 2 then. Not that we need it, I suppose. I don't know. Eye of the Watcher sword. How are you able to climb when you're encumbered? You know what it reminds me of, Preston, watching this is because it's a time lapse. I'm thinking, is this like Tiernan's POV when he said he put his speed up to maximum? You see me appear around 1:30 and I'm just like, hello! This is how Tiernan plays the game. That was a good video. Preston. I'm even gonna go to my alt accounts and like it from there as well. It deserves it. Some of this is from the previous night, isn't it, Preston? Some of those clips. When I went off. What you should do as well, you should put that as your channel trailer, I think, Preston. Because you put work into that, and it's a proper video in it, so probably put that as your channel trailer. Hello, Hickstrid just appears out of nowhere. Hello, sorry Hickstrid. Sorry, I was watching one of Preston's YouTube videos. Hello, how are you? Just appeared out of nowhere. We're talking about you right then. What the fuck? I wouldn't say anything bad. I was just saying like you disappeared, and then all of a sudden I see you in the follow thing. Did you watch me fuck a guy? If so, then that makes you a sussy fellow, Preston. St. Patrick's Day on Thursday. Is it really? We don't celebrate it. I'm sure the thoughts celebrate it and paint themselves green, call it body paint, but really it's just an excuse to go out naked. Longer guy, fucking hell. What do you mean, longer? How are you, Hickstrid? Baby Yoda had too much skooma on Saturday night. Long time no see, Hickey. That's why he asked me on how to speed up videos on Premiere Pro that day, Preston. I remember you. What's the crack? I'm Elite Terminator. Remember we were the plane image. I don't like the way Twitch's chat works. I keep losing comments. Have you seen that Kieran? Oh shit! What have I just done? Oh no, the chat's disappeared. Oh fuck! What have I just done? Alright, I've got it on this screen now. I just deleted my whole chat by accident. You know where you can change the panels in Twitch. I don't think he ever did anything really bad now, Tinnen. He said one weird thing. Kieran trying to take the fucking credit. Yeah, I've been alright. I've been good. Life's been good lately. How are you, Hickstrid? I miss you too. Oh, that's sweet of you, Hickstrid. I use getting the Skalker Saga game. The Lego game, I might do, you know. I might do. Oh, it's April 5th that it comes out. You know what? I could do, actually. Might make a good little series to do videos with. Kyle, what's going on with the chat? Do you not have the pause chat feature? Probably do. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, you scroll up and it pauses it, but it doesn't. It doesn't scroll up too much. It's not very intuitive. I actually been looking after my grand. She's got cancer. I'm sorry about that, actually. That's awful. That's shit. I'm sorry, brother. I hope you're dealing with it alright. No, yeah, that's a different one, Tim. How did you find Quag Quasar? Yeah, I think he follows me on YouTube still. He's like this little wizard that just disappears and reappears. She got treatment there last week. Has it been successful? I'm not reading that comment, Tin. What do you like more, dragons or goblins? If someone tries to take my freedom away, I won't hesitate to take theirs. That's got anime written all over it, mate. Preston. Yeah, so I do have the pause chat thing, but you have to scroll up a decent amount to pause it, and usually it scrolls up higher than what I need it to. Yeah, she got side effects. Yeah, they're pretty severe, aren't they? I've had family that have been on chemo and stuff in the past. I hope her recovery goes well and everything, Hickstrid. Hope you're alright as well and dealing with it. As well, not alright, but as good as you can be in the situation. It's awful. Remember, car got hacked by maternity court. No, it was paternity court, not maternity court. Yeah, he knows about this. We've spoken since then. This is a weird thing to say, though, Richard. He's always like, I didn't have internet for 2 years. It's always something like that with Hickstrid. You know, like, my door wouldn't unlock for 2 years. I couldn't get out. I couldn't find my keys. I was locked out of my house for 2 years. I couldn't get back in. I know, actually, I get what you're saying. It's just the way you say it. I'm a cook, am I, Preston? I know it's an anime line. I know it's an anime line. I know it's an anime line. Got locked in the bathroom. Someone just comes and finds him 2 years later. Like, oh, I've been locked in, mate. How have you? Have you been in there long? Yeah, 2 years, mate. I'm a bit hungry. Not one of them little Asian women that got trapped in an elevator for a week and then, I shouldn't laugh, but then died in the elevator. That's it, straight. Like, he breaks the door handle off his front door. He's like, I can't get out now. Kai, you should watch Vinland Saga. Why don't you just tell me everything that happens in it, like you've just done with Vikings Valhalla? You didn't make it up yourself. Half yourself, and then yeah, and then half from anime. Pete's still playing Elden Ring. Hang on. Oh, it's not telling me. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's only been on it at 30 minutes. He must have turned it off. I looked earlier and he was on like 4 minutes and... 4 hours and 53 minutes. Yeah, I knew it was from anime, Preston. I fucking knew it. No, Kieran. Hey, Kieran, you're fucking twisting things now. I said I wasn't going to watch Valhalla. And then, yeah, it's the chronology of what you're saying is true. And then after you said, do you know what? The thing that you don't like about it is not actually in it that much. You should watch it. And then no, actually, it was the wrong way around. You said the spoilers after it. You said, you know what, Kai? You should watch it. And I said, all right, well, is there much of it in that I won't like? You said, no, it's just a bit. It's just a bit. It's just a bit, Kai. You should watch it. And then I said, do you know what? I might do. And then you proceeded to say about all the plot. You went until I said, do you know what? I want to watch it. I'm warming to the idea. And you start to talk about all of the plot. You're giving Whiplash guy. Hey, Preston, you were aware too. Didn't you hear that? I wasn't saying that to you, I was saying that to Johnny. Well, I thought you were saying it to me, and I was responding to you. So, I still said I'm considering it. I'm not taking the mic at all. I've got it on stream. You said it's worth watching, so I said, do you know what I might do? Mash up my arse. That sounds wrong. Alright, I'm gonna go in a minute. My mum locked herself in a room before it happens to us all. Yeah, bro, he's strong in the force. He's adorable as well. Not mash up, Preston. What are you about mash up? Can't believe Pete's getting away with calling his kid Kylo. He should have a right to call his kid whatever he wants. I'm just saying that I feel like most of them would have a proper go about it. He's probably said it's like some ancient Greek name or something. He should probably don't even know it's from Star Wars. Mash up my ass, yeah, looking back at it. Cheekers, there's 2 green reins behind Kai. Look at the right, wee tiny head popping up behind. Lights up, this one does as well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, looking back at it, I said mash. No, I'm not. Yeah. I've got more Waynes than you. Tin. Oh fuck. Your video's already got 12 views, Preston. Watch that take off and get him loads of views because it's Little Dark Age. I wonder if that's like an algorithm trick. Because Little Dark Age videos always do really well. Oh, the TikToks did quite well. I think even TikTok is the same though. Like, I uploaded 3 clips in one day. Only one of them did pretty well. Like, one of them got 243. The other 2 just got like 80 and 60. I might have been doing something I used to do on Instagram on TikTok. I just can't help myself. Hang on. It was on that video where someone, I sent it to both of you, Kieran and Preston, I think, and it said, it was a video showing like sort of recreations of looks of Roman emperors, and then lefties were like, why did you make them all so white? And it's someone saying that they were black. Comments. Boom. Debunked. You should have said that earlier, Kieran, and I would have watched them, but it's too late now. Dancing while saying it, by the way. What mashup? Does it, Preston? You fly around, use grapple hook, and Kieran is bad at it. I love Ted and watched enough of it to know Kieran's bad at it. Yeah, Kieran's the one that keeps us up. Oh, you know what? Before I go, though, Kieran. Go and, is that going to show up? Go in there, go in the comments and find my comments and agree with me. No, not a roadman, no balaclava or puffer jacket. Still a roadman, bruh. So basically it's a guy getting offended because someone betrayed the Roman emperors as having blonde hair. Not even with blue eyes, just blonde hair. He's saying that, no, history has proven that they were black. Oh, that's what it is. I just clicked on the account arguing with me, and lo and behold, it's got pronouns in the bio, and it's a sequel fan. Wait, hang on. She just blocked me. There's just a notification that just disappeared from my just disappeared from my thing. This does remind me of Instagram. She blocked me. Get fucked. Seriously, the logic of they'll be like, oh well, these bronze statues of ancient Romans, they're brown, so clearly they were black people. Meanwhile, they're like made out of bronze and copper, and they're 2,000 years old. They just can't handle me. It's funny. It's adorable. I'm gonna put this on the Vril chat if anyone wants to chip in and let them know what you think. This person thinks the Roman emperors were black. My comments aren't appearing anymore because she's deleted her comments. Well, she might not have deleted her comments. She might just have blocked me so I can't see them. And there's a lot of copy modern day Italians in there. Talking about like they're somehow related to the ancient Romans. Which they're not, by the way. Like, very, very little ancestry. Someone's put the correct thing though. You current Italians do. The Italians were white as Northern. Yeah, she's blocked me. What's the video though, Kai? Do you want the video link? Hang on. Here's the video. But it's not even an accurate video. People are getting annoyed because they made it white, but it's not even an accurate video because they're like, they still look like modern day Italians. But the thing is, modern day Italians were not related to the ancient Italians. Not very much anyway. The Roman emperors, many of them were blonde with blue eyes. I knew it'd offend. I knew it would offend modern day Italians. It's like with the Greeks and with the Spanish, that always offends them to say that they're not actually, and Egyptians always offends them to say that they're not actually descended from the ancient, like, rulers. People are calling them out in the comments though. They're saying like hair of sun and light, which is a quote describing the Romans. But everyone had dark hair. Do your research, bro. Alright. Yeah, you're right, Preston. You're right, Preston. I will watch the video. I don't know where she's put it, Kieran. I can't see her comments because she's blocked me. Or she's deleted her comments. Preston, you're right. You're right. It's Kieran's fault. Alright, Mom. Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. See you. I'll most likely be live tomorrow. If I can get up early enough, I'll be live tomorrow. If not, might not be. But I'm gonna try and get up early because I got shit to do tomorrow. Or I'll pretend to be ill on Monday and not have to go to work. We'll see. Anyway, have a great night, everyone. Kieran at it again. He's at it again. But yeah, hopefully I'll be live tomorrow. See you all tomorrow. Hopefully, Kieran, I will watch those clips next stream. Remind me, but only if you join forces with me against the she/her person who thinks that the Roman emperors were kangs. Oi, bitch. Yeah, I know. I'm going. Anyway, bye-bye.